Hello, peoples. There you go. Have a mouse. Oh, that was really cold. Maybe it'll warm up. I said maybe it'll warm up. Super cold. Hey guys. Welcome to Monday Night Live. I hope you can hear and see okay. Thank you, Shelly. I can never rely on Brian because he always goofs around with me. Alright, so tonight we're going to be doing dragon scale. I'm going to do a tumbler from start to the first coat of resin, so you guys can see it in person and ask questions while I go along. Hi, Bonnie. I will not be here Thursday night, but I will put up a short video for you guys to watch because it is Thanksgiving. But last week we did these coasters. They're so pretty. So I want to make sure I showed you these dry and they're not wonky.
Let's say hello to everyone. Hello, Joy. Hello, Sue. Vicky's here. Hello, Maria.
Okay, and these were the first set that we did with the eggplant and the chestnut bronze, gold and black. These will be so pretty when I put resin on them.
Hello, Shelly. Hello, Beth. Dippy is here. Can't remember.
Shelly's Masquerade is in this one with Finnegan's Shark Gray. I love these little cells right here. They're super cool. So those were the coasters that we made last week. I do have a lot of edges to touch up. That's the one thing with wood, you don't see it when it's wet, but you can touch it up after. So I was busy all weekend. What'd I spend now? 3 days resining?
I don't know. I didn't see how much you spent.
So I did manage to get these tumblers resined. Now these are not the SUPs. These are Salty Mermaid from KCC Glitter. So those came out super pretty. I have to clean them yet. So all I'll do is just run an X-Acto knife and pop that little bit of resin out of there. Scrub them down with Dawn dish soap and put them away. I may put these in my Etsy shop, so watch for them if you're interested. Got a little paint on that one. And then, if you remember, I did the tumbler with the SUPs that we changed into. Remember, we changed them into alcohol inks, and then I wrapped it in plastic, and that's how this one came out. So pretty.
A little dark. You may not be able to see it.
Yeah, it's hard to see it, but that's boastful. I have my little sticker I put on the bottom now. It says hand wash only, Christina Welch art from the Posse. So those three are gonna go over here. Alright. It's been a day. Right, babe? It's been a day.
It sure has. Hey, Brian. He said he got distracted.
He got distracted? Can
Yeah.
I have that chameleon powder?
You know, Brian, once he gets distracted, he's
So tonight we're going to do a black tumbler. These you can get at Michael's. I buy them in bulk because it's just cheaper. And I like to play with a technique when I learn it, so this does me better to buy bulk.
Larry said it's his fault.
What's his fault?
Brian's distraction.
Oh. That's okay, Larry. So I got this one called Fairy Dust from Glitter and Crafts for You on Etsy. I put the link in the description in case you want to get it. This one's called Fairy Dust. It's a purple. So we're going to do that one tonight. But I'm going to put it on clear instead of mixing this in. And then we'll dust it on after.
I'll say hello to Christina and Sonia, Kathy Mack. Thank you for joining.
My water is super cold because it's out of my cooler. So all you need is UV resin. I use this one. A glass of water with some dish soap. I like Dawn. Your tumbler. And the UV curing light. Which is all tangled up. I'll fix that. Okay.
Yeah, Christina called this week, right?
Yes. Took Ellie today and got her belly shaved. Her nipples are that far from the ground. She's hanging really low. She's waddling for sure. Alright, I was looking for alcohol. I got sidetracked.
Squirrel.
Yep, squirrel. So I like to clean my tumbler first, and I'm just going to use a little bit of 91% isopropyl alcohol. Just spray it. Just to get any factory crap off of it or my fingerprints.
I think you owe Victoria a call tomorrow.
Why?
She's making fun of you.
She is? Are you sure?
Yeah.
About what?
About how...
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Vic, don't make me put you in timeout. I don't have any gloves.
How is that?
I went through a whole box. Well,
That's right. You were
what I
resin all
had
weekend.
opened. Wait, I have some here. Nope, I don't want those. Those are the black ones. Hang on, guys. 'Cause if I wear Allen's, they're too big. Okay, these ones don't stain my fingers black, so we'll use those. So if I use Allen's, they're going to be sliding all over the place because they're just too big.
Say hello to Janice and hello to Monica.
Hi, guys. Well, maybe these are the ones that stain my fingers black. They feel weird. All right. So all you need is a little cup for your resin. I do about, I don't even come up to that first line with the UV resin, so you probably need about an ounce because you want to spread it super thin. UV resin is not cheap, but it's fun to play with. a lot of stuff you can do with it. Okay. Let's make bubbles. So I'm going to use the Dawn dish soap. Give it a good squirt. You don't want to do too much soap, because the first time I did it I used twice as much soap and I wasn't getting the size bubbles I wanted. Babe, can you hand me a straw? In that carousel? Yes, sir. Thank you. I watched Janice's video. It was fun. Beautiful paintings by Julie that she embellished. Okay. So I have that ready. I have this ready. I have my light ready. One thing when you're doing these, I'm going to lift you just a smidge. When you get your resin on and you're ready to use your curing light, put this somewhere where it's not going to come in contact with this light, because it will harden in your cup. Okay, I need to fold this different. Don't need a torch for this. Just all you need is this, and this. All I need, right? Okay. So it's going to be weird with me doing this without color. But why waste the pigment if we just have to cover it again anyway? So all I'm doing is putting a nice thin layer on there.
Shelly said she cured her silicone spatula to the table. Oops.
Not hard to do. You don't think about it, because when we're working with resin, we're used to just torching it and waiting for it to cure. This is totally different. This cures instantly. I just needed a paper towel. Okay. Now we're going to blow some bubbles. And make a mess because Alan filled my cup too high. I gotta pour some out. We'll blame it on Alan because I blowed too hard. Ah! That was not good.
I saw that.
Well, everybody saw that. Alright. Gotta stop monkeying around now. Do my job. Place your bubbles right on top. I do like some small ones. Sometimes you don't get all the small ones. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to cure it. I'm going to move my cup. This is where it stinks. I have my vent on. As the resin gets hot and cures, the bubbles will pop. Not always, Brian. But most of the time it is his fault.
That's a matter of opinion.
He takes the blame. So I do about 90 seconds. Gives me a good cure to go on to the next part.
Larry wants to know, was that black light made for this purpose?
No, these are actually for nails. For gel nails. When people polish their nails with the gel stuff. They have all kinds of LED things you can use. UV. They have the big flashlights that you can use. But I figured because I have these, why buy something else that I don't need?
Let's say hello to It's Art by Donna.
Hi, Donna. And hello to everyone, because I didn't single anyone out tonight. There was too many of you here when I came on. And I have a lot I want to cover so that we can do the whole process. Alright, so I did get some small ones, which I love. Okay. So I'm just going to pat that dry a little bit. You don't want to rinse it because the soap is what will help clean your pigment powder. I'm just going to wipe this side off.
Yes, Sue, she really did say that. Why buy what you don't need?
I'm learning, Susie.
Larry says, nails have come a long way since we were in beauty school, huh, Christina?
No kidding. Oh my goodness. Well, I did learn how to do artificial nails in beauty school, and that was 1982. It wasn't a big thing back then, though. But they did teach us the basics. I did nails for 6 years. I could probably sit down and do a full set of nails just like I used to do. And it's one talent that I don't think you ever forget how to do, is nails.
Larry says, me too, and I was good at it.
Yeah, I was good at it too. That's when I met Alan. Then he made me move to Binghamton.
It wasn't to have my nails done either.
Alan's had his share of pedicures and manicures from me, huh?
I think I'm overdue.
Alright, let's get our bubbles on. I see one little thing there, though. I want to see if I can get it out. 'Cause it might be a fuzzy. It is. It's gone. My cup.
Maria said she did nails back in '86 also.
Well, I did work at a salon after I moved in with Al. But I needed better job security with the kids, so I went and did my other career choice, which was an accountant. Did that at a bank instead. There we go. Vicky went to beauty school too. Not with me though. But it does come in handy because we know how to cut hair.
Hello, Joanne. Glad you could join us. It's okay being a little late.
Hey, Jojo. So after I got Ellie's belly shaved today, took her to go see Ellen at work. A couple of the girls came out to see her. It's kind of a giggly moment when they saw how big her belly was. And she was so good for the groomer. She let her shave her paws, and usually she's a screamer when it comes to her feet. She was being really good. This swipe here is pretty cool because I have bubbles, the small bubbles at the top, and just little sections of them. The hardest part of this is waiting for that lamp to shut off. But you need that cure.
Anybody from the Buffalo area?
I don't think Linda's here. So you guys all know Linda Sirianni, correct? Linda S. Sophia Loren. Where she lives up there, they got 77 inches of snow.
Lonnie wants to know, is it her or is this out of focus? From my screen, it looks fine.
Check your settings below, Bonnie. Make sure you're in 1080.
Then she makes a statement, I know, I'm having a cocktail, but...
Okay. That section was really cool.
One of the... You knew that.
No, Echo, I don't need anything from Amazon. That's what it is. It's about time to reorder. I don't do that though, guys, when she does that. I don't say, okay, yes, order that. I never do that.
One of the problems with the focus might be because of the black cup, too. I mean, it looks in focus from here, but...
Yeah, you're not going to see anything on this cup yet until I do the bubbles, and then it shows up. Because of the lighting. Alright. Get some more bubbles on there. Take it off my glove. So I made sure I got some little ones popping in there. So I do like them here and there scattered, but I just don't want the whole cup in the little bubbles. Alright, move that. Any questions, guys? I hope when I show you techniques like this that I explain it well enough that you don't have to ask questions. How's that sound?
This is like watching a magic show.
Thanks, Beth. Ta-da!
Kathy Max says you are a smashing teacher.
Thank you. Maybe Finn learned how to be Harry Houdini by hanging out with me, Al. Finn's gonna have to go find some place to live the next time Ellie goes into heat because we can't have her pregnant during the beach retreat. Because if everything goes according to the dates that she's been doing, she'll be pregnant the week of the beach retreat. And I don't want her having puppies while I'm gone.
Speaking of the beach retreat, we filled one more room.
Yep, we have 2 left.
2 more king rooms. If anybody's interested, please email Christina.
It's definitely a week of fun. Okay, one more section and we're done. I don't do the bottom because I want the cup to set flat. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. Okay, all we got left is that little area. So far, so good. I even like it just plain black. But I don't think you would see the dragon skin as much. That's why I like to put the pigment powders on them. You could do it with like what's the TLP color that's Galaxy? Is that the one I'm thinking of? It's dark. But I want to use a new color that it's been sitting here. I bought a bunch of colors from Etsy. Prices are great in that shop too, by the way. You can get a lot of pigment for a good price. Alright, I even had resin left over in that cup. So I'll pour that back in the bottle.
Like I said, it always seems like UV resin stays kind of tacky.
It does. That's why I double coat these. Well, actually, those ones that I showed in the beginning, they had 3 coats of stone coat on them. Shelly struggled with her bubbles. Shell. You gotta get the right amount of dish soap in there, and you gotta move fast. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these.
What's happening?
What?
The screen blanked out for a minute.
Oh, yeah. YouTube's been really funky this week. Well, we didn't see you blow your bubbles, Brian, on your test piece. So we don't really know if you can blow bubbles at all.
And his what?
His test piece. So I had sent Brian some UV resin and some chameleon powders for his birthday so he could play. And he did do it right the first time. He did a good job. So I'm
Brian was paying attention.
Well, it's not hard to do this. This is a very easy technique. Something different to do when you get stalled. I've done so much functional art that I need a break from doing painting. And of course I'm going to kill myself again tonight with resin, but that's okay. It's worth it.
Joy Ralston says, Christina, have you gotten any mail from me yet? I sent you some.
I didn't get the mail today, and I know I have an Etsy order out there. I need to go get that. We had a busy afternoon. Well, I did and Alan did, so. Mail was the last thing on our mind today. Okay, that's done. Put my light away. So I'm going to hit this with my blow dryer real quick just to dry this off completely. So I will be using my hair dryer tonight a little bit to dry the coats of sealer that I'll put on after I put the color on it. So there it is. Got one big section there and the big bubbles, which is cool. So when you do these, after you get 2 coats of resin on, you could do a vinyl here that says something, because you're past the bump. 2 coats get you past the bumps.
So Beth wants to know, are those gloves black for a reason?
No, just because I ran out of my other ones, because I did too many resin pieces. I used almost, well, maybe 3/4 of a gallon of resin this weekend. That's how much resin work I did. Okay. I'm gonna wipe that up real quick. I might put a new paper down. Let me cut this one.
To send me the link for the green one.
The green one what? The green one what, Bri?
Green gloves.
Oh, the green gloves. I gotcha.
Okay, so Maxine from Edmonton, Alberta wants to know, could you inform me, please, the cost of 4 or 6 coasters in the States on ceramic tiles on average?
It all depends how I sell them. If I'm at a show, I would probably do 25 because I don't have to worry about packaging materials and shipping. If you're selling and you have to ship, and I always do free shipping, I do about $30. I do eat some cost on those. You have to ask yourself, do you want these sitting here for a while or do you want to sell them? You know? My thing is, okay, they gotta go. You can't make new ones if you don't sell the other ones, so I'm gonna take these off just while I do this. And they did not stain my fingernails black. Yay. This is the brush I like. Something fuzzy. Okay, fairy dust is a purple blue. When you're working with these powders, wear a mask, please. My vent's going this way, my air, so it should take it away from me. But be very careful. See, you're seeing it blue and I'm seeing it purple.
Hello, Mary Ellen. Glad you could join us.
Hi, Mary Ellen. So if you wanted to, you could skip areas and leave it black. Oops, I had some bubbles there. Go away, bubbles.
Beth says, thanks for the warning, Christina. It can be very dangerous to inhale.
Yes, definitely. So I stand this way and my vent carries it that way.
Any rhyme or reason to how you're applying that?
Nope, just doing a small, some circular. Depends what the size of the bubble is. I'll tap this cup when I'm done to get the excess off.
Dippy says awesomeness.
And these are fun. You would have fun doing one of these.
Tina's art says, oh, Christina, wow, so very awesome. You're an amazing artist.
Thank you. So Alan and I were discussing puppy names the other day. We're going with a theme, but we're not going to tell you what it is.
Of course, when we do sell them,
Yes, they can change their
they
names.
can change their name.
It's just our little pet names for them while they're here. Ah, there's bubbles in that one too. These little bubbles like to hold that dish soap, so.
So Larry wants to know, is the pigment sticking to the resin due to its tackiness?
No, it's sticking to the dish soap that I did not rinse off. If I rinse this, I don't think it would stick as well.
Brian sounds a little jealous. He says, how do we participate if we don't know the theme?
You don't participate, we're naming them.
Neener, neener, neener.
Since I have to live with them for 8 weeks. Right, honey?
Yeah, you should see the names she calls me. And we've been living together for over 20 years.
Now.
Joanne says you're going to end up keeping all of them.
I am not.
Hush yourself.
I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try not to keep any of them because it does not benefit me to keep them. You know, I'm gonna change my brush here because it's wet.
Have a good evening, hippy dippy.
Good night, guys. The only benefit I would get is enjoying puppies again, but after 8 weeks of cleaning up after them, I think I'll be like, bye. Have a nice life. I'm curious to see how Finn is going to react. Because he's been like checking out the whelping box, and we keep telling him, get out of there.
You are doing the bottom.
I'm just putting some powder on it, is all. Okay. So, this will come off if you do not seal it. So, we're going to seal it. Just getting the loose stuff off. So, I'm going to grab it where I have some small bubbles.
Hello, Julie. Glad you could join us.
Hi, Julie. Alright, I'm going to close that up. And I'm going to spray this with Krylon matte finish. You can use gloss too, but I'm just going to use the matte. And then I'm going to hit it with my hair dryer. So hold on. Give it one more coat.
It's okay, Robin. She says hello to everybody. She says she'll relapse later because she got sidetracked and wants to learn this technique.
Okay, we are sealed. I'm gonna wash those brushes.
Brian's like, well, so toxic stuff in the garage now.
What?
Because there's toxic stuff in the garage now.
As long as the dog's not out here, it's all good. I have been super careful around her. Okay. Tumbler. Turner. Gonna have to move those. Don't want to knock them over. Squeeze that on there real quick. Alright, I'm going to lift you guys up because I have 3 of them we're going to do.
Why did you sneak those other 2 in?
I prepped them today so that I would have 3 to do because it's not worth just doing 1. They were already done. I don't do anything single. That's why I get overwhelmed. Because I do too many of one thing. Alright. Let me lift you guys up. There we go. Alright, so this is the one we just did. This is Pretentious. And this is Crocodile Tears. Remember, Brian, we did that green one? So at least now it'll get done. So don't give me any grief.
So Robin Murphy wants to know if she's correct. The bubbles on the side are from the soapy water.
Yes. It's the UV resin curing with the dish soap that causes the bubbles.
And the texture.
Yes.
I like the green one.
Yeah, I made that one for them anyway. Okay.
So does Donna. Did you make one for Donna too? She says she loves them all.
They're pretty cool. I know after I got that 3rd coat of resin on them, I was like, you know, these are really nice. For sure. Alright, I just need a place to mix my resin. That's all. Got my torch ready. Get rid of that. Need some gloves. Knock down some containers. So I did all my ornaments that we have painted so far are the resin except for the TLP new colors. So I got everything else resined. Oh my goodness, it was a lot. Seems like all I was doing one net, and then I find more and I go, where'd those come from?
Hello, Joyce. Glad you could join us. Joanne
All right.
Ralston says, Christina, my camera came today.
Oh, good. So I'm only going to mix up 3 ounces of resin because that's all I need for the first coat. So I'll do 1.5 of hardener.
Sue Johnson says that green is my favorite hint. Shameless hint. Question though, where to know, did you warm your resin for this part?
No, my studio's 78, Brian. I don't need to warm anything.
Yeah. Though it is getting a little cold here too. Maybe not as cold as Wisconsin, but
No. What's that thermometer say right in front of you? To the left. 79 in my studio right now.
78.
78.
0.5.
I like it hot. Things cure better.
Donna's Creative Dabbles has joined us. Hello, Donna.
Okay, so we have to stir this for a little over 2 minutes. So if you guys want to chit chat.
.30 in Idaho.
What's our temp? On the bottom of my screen on the right hand side.
36.
36.
It was 27 this morning when I went to work.
It was cold this morning when I got up.
Shelly's going, neener. It's 37 here. I embellish, Shelly.
Hey, I'm just glad we don't have 77 inches of snow.
Freezing in New Jersey.
I did call my mother to ask her how much snow they got, and she said they just had dusting. Not enough to even shovel, she said.
An hour away, they had over 6 feet.
Yeah, and an hour away, 77 inches. So good thing we weren't going up to get another puppy, because we would have had to drive through that. And no, I'm not getting another puppy. Alan will kill me.
You know, they say once you have 2, a couple more, it doesn't make a difference.
Did you not see the picture of the guy in the Westie board that has 12 on his bed every night?
He's insane.
I don't know where he sleeps.
We got 2 that sleep on our bed, and we barely have enough.
We are
for
on the
ourselves.
edges. Yep, we are on the edges. And I know I am. And then Finn gets up on my pillow and plops his head on my face. Thinks I'm his personal pillow. I don't get any REM sleep, you know, like where I'm out for 3 or 4 hours. It's always interrupted with a puppy.
And that's all. I have a pity party for Donna. She said it's 64 there.
Oh my. That's spring for us.
Joyce says she's going to New York to see her dad on December 2nd.
Awesome. Alright. I think we are mixed. I'm going to get a drink real quick. And then we are going to get this on.
And Maria, it makes a difference not only in the vet bills, but also in the grooming bills.
Oh, the grooming bills kill us. I did cut Ellie's hair today by myself. So, but it still cost me $15 to get her belly shaved. And then the vet charged us $25 to do her nails, so we might as well just gotten her groomed. But I wanted the vet to get her nails shorter. Okay. I think we're pretty even. Level.
Shelly, do you have that link for those cup turners?
They're in my Amazon shop. I don't know. They're probably not the same ones because I don't see these on Amazon anymore. Everybody bought them up.
Cat Pender says it's 77 here in Key Largo.
Yeah. My niece lives in Florida. She's in West Palm.
Really?
Every day I hear about how nice it is there. I don't want to live in Florida. I lived in Texas for a year. in Houston. It was too dang hot. Even though, you know, it's hot here too, but not that kind of hot. And I was there when they had the big heat wave of 1981. I think it was 1981. It's like 120 some, 130 degrees. You couldn't go outside. It was too freaking hot.
Beth Benson's getting a new puppy, and she says, I hope my husband won't let the dog up on the bed because he thrashes all over, and I'm afraid he would kill the dog.
Well, you just got to get yourself a little doggy bed for next to the bed. I'm not a crater. I don't crate my dogs. This is their house just as much as it's mine.
Brian says that was like ancient times.
What?
Your time in Houston.
Oh yeah, it was a long time ago.
The dinosaurs were roaming.
I don't even think Brian was born yet.
You wouldn't know if you got there in a wagon.
Yeah. Well, we had a little
Kind of state
Ford
wagon.
Mustang pulling a humongous U-Haul with 5 people in the car, and the manifold went out, and oh my god, it was awful. It took us 3 days to get there. I was so car sick. Never again. I flew home.
Robin Murphy wants to know, have you tried different colored mic powders instead of just one color out of one container?
Oh, on one piece you mean? No, I have not done that. But yeah, I've done, this is 6 different colors, or 5 different colors I've done. Well, 5 different tumblers.
Shelly said she's done it on some coasters and they turned out.
Yeah, her coasters have the 4, I think she did 4 different colors, or 5. They're really pretty. Don't forget to resin your bottoms.
Of your cups.
You don't want your cups wonky. And that's every coat you put on, you resin that bottom again. Brian, this cup is pretty with the resin on it.
We got Shameless that was trying to claim it too.
Yeah.
Robin says she's digging the one on the far right. Well, that's the one you did tonight.
Yep, that's the one I just did tonight. But see, you don't have to wait, like, to do different things. I'm already first coat of resin, and it hasn't even been, what? Not even an hour.
Now the resin you're using is not the UV resin.
No, this resin here has to cure at least, I like to wait at least 12 hours before I do another coat. If it's been more than 24 hours, you have to sand, but I'll be sanding these anyways because these scales do leave protrusions, and you do want to file those, or sand them, I mean. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to go through each cup, and I'm going to take off any excess that I can feel, because you don't want mounds developing as they turn.
Joyce says those cups are gorgeous, Christina. I need to order some of those cups. Where did you get those?
These are from Michael's. And I buy the black ones. I also have the white ones. But these black ones, you don't have to prep them. Just use the black base. And the white ones I can use for alcohol inks.
Dee Dee says, I want to do this.
Super easy. You just, Dee Dee, you gotta move fast though. It's like you can't lollygag.
Sorry. No squirrels.
Yeah, I'm really loving that one with the resin on it. This one's super pretty too. I like this powder. I'll have to order a bigger one now. So I like to buy the small ones and see if I like the pigment. And then I'll buy a bigger one.
So you get a couple of people, Brian and Sonia, want to know, How much would you charge for one?
These will probably be $40 because of the 3 coats of resin. Because when it takes up room on my table for 3 days, I charge more. Because there's other stuff I could be working on, and when you got these tumblers spinning, you can't. Unless you have a designated area, which I don't. For tumblers.
Box.
Not for tumblers, I don't. But I do have a resin area. I like these here where I can keep an eye on them. So I am going to torch lightly about 6 inches away. And you want to move your torch fast. You don't want to heat that up and have it run.
Robin wants to know, I think this is a question. I assume you leave the cup turners on for that
Yep.
12 hours?
Yep. Yeah, you can't shut them off. So I thought I'd kind of do a fun night kind of tutorial thingy to make up for Thursday night.
Larry's guessing the puppy names.
What's he got?
Seamus Connor, Kieran Connor, Fitzgerald, and Sullivan.
Nope. Not even close. We have 4 girl names and 4 boy names picked out. Just in case they're all the same and in case she has 4. So we have 2 themes in mind though. One was super hard to get girls' names, and the other one was harder to get the boys' names. So we haven't, it's not definite yet. We have to see what they look like before we name them. You know, kind of like when you have a baby. They have to look like their name. So guys, that's it. Tomorrow I'll put another coat on. Actually, tomorrow I will sand them. Put another coat on. And then Wednesday I will sand them again and put the final coat on. But I'll also be putting my sticker on the bottom that says hand wash only in between the 2 final coats. This one, Bonnie. It's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I actually like that better than the pretentious. Now, I loved the pretentious when it came out. So I think we're going to have to do one with boastful to try that one. No, we did talk about that, Kathy. We said we were going to name them after the moderators. But Brian's wasn't going to be Brian. His was going to be Todd.
Gertrude wants to know, what would you recommend to clear odors when working an area without ventilation?
Gertrude, I have a vent there. But then I also have a air purifier that covers 400 square feet. So I have both running right now. But for resin, it's okay. For spray painting, though, if you can't do it by a window, take it outside. I did mine right in front of the vent, so I was good. You just want to make sure if you can't vent, then you have to wear a respirator.
Beth wants to know, what grit sandpaper do you use?
I use 220. Just a light sand. You don't want to dig down into those bubbles because you'll lose your color. You just want to take those rough edges off, because the next coat will tell you if they're still bumped up, because you should be able to cover them on that 3rd coat. Thank you, Kathy. Alright guys, we're going to head out. I want to wish everybody a very, very safe and happy Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. I will put a video up, just a short one, just to make up for no tutorial Thursday night. And I will have a premiere on Saturday at 7 p.m. and Brian goes live at 8.
Yeah.
Now, we're not sure about next Monday, because that is Ellie's due date. I'm really hoping she goes before Monday while Ellen's home on the weekend. But with our luck, she'll probably go Monday night. But we'll keep you posted. I'll make an announcement in the community tab and on Facebook and the group and on my art page, so everybody knows. And if she has them before Monday, you'll get to see them on Monday night.
Not live though.
Yeah, live.
You're gonna bring them out here live.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take the iPad in there.
No, I'm gonna bring Ellie out here and set her on my table with the babies, and I'm gonna weigh them and introduce them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every week we're doing that for 8 weeks. He's lost. All right, guys, I love you all. I'll see you all on the next one.
Have a wonderful week.